in the north of Amsterdam. The weather has turned, though. It's a little bit cold. I'm wearing a coat. I'm wearing a coat and a sweater. And I need an extra t-shirt. So weather turned from good to bad. Good thing we're in a tent in this beautiful venue out here. As we get ready to get going in this final game, who will pick up a win, who will pick up a bag, we'll know in just a few. The Dutch start us off. Guys, lines up a 2 to start the game. It comes off left. Plouffe. They go to Grand Allen right away. So the Dutch used to be the bigger squad, or are used to be in the bigger squad. In this case, with Grand Allen on the court, they are outsized. Sasha Grand Allen gets us started with a Dutch foul. Your Champions Cup MVP. A tournament that Canada obviously won. Looking for a women's series win here. Oh, bunch of misses underneath the basket. Boonstraat traces down to Wilson. So Grand Allen has not won a women's series event yet. It'd be a first for her. Double high post action for the Dutch. They look for Lucky Schiphol, but that mismatch is not there. Pick and roll game is, and Cassandra Brown has to pull on the emergency break there. Is that an unsportsmanlike or no? A regular, wait a minute, an offensive foul. Did not see that coming. Canada now. They get it to the zone. Plouffe on a rack attack, but it's snuffed out, and then Brown tips it last. It's out of bounds. Possession Orange. Both teams feeling each other out here in the first minute of play. Where are your advantages, and which team can adapt? Driessen pounded by Brown. Boonstraat is open. High arcing two. But off the mark. Grand Allen now back to the post. Lefty late. And a foul. Both teams had 2 team fouls. No score just yet in this one. Boonstraat hangs. It's off the rim. Brown gets the rebound. That looked like a sure score, but it didn't go, and then Crozon turns it over. Boonstraat. The Kuit launches at 2. She could be so important if she can knock those down. Netherlands, first hit. The zone tries to answer. It's off the glass and off the mark. Kuit again, this time trying to attack Grand Allen, who sticks with her. Big lob pass into Lucky Schiphol. The awareness and the finish underneath the basket. This team's more serious than Siri. And then a wrap-up. And you can hear that voice next to me. That's Wordy cheering on the women. Lucky Schiphol will take a seat after finishing that play beautifully. So a 3-zip lead for the Netherlands. Kat Plouffe apologizes politely. She wanted to do a regular check. It slipped out of her hand. Kuit, again, a look from 2, but not enough on there. And Kuit comes up limping. Stays on the court. They go to Crozon down low. The world number 1 meeting up with the world number 2. And Noortje met her at the apex. Oh, Across there for Boonstra. Kuit, another one, and yeah. Kuit's going to go sit on the bench for a bit. That is a rejection and a half. Top 2 players in the world meeting up underneath the basket. A star-studded cast out here in the Dam. And the 2 most deserving teams get here. Cat Plouffe spinning like a washing machine. Boonstra almost loses it. Gets it to Driessen. Boonstra wants it back. Driessen flips it out to her pick and pop game. The Dutch obviously looking to shoot, and that's in off the glass. The crowd all the way into it. And all glass, all cash for Janice Boonstra, continuing her really stellar play from today. Brown snuffed out. I told you both teams, the best defensive squads, as the Netherlands has given up an average of 9.3 points per, Canada at 11.8. Throws on an offensive foul now on Canada. It looked like the zone was going to be open for one. Guys, they've been going to her often and early. Hounded by Grand Allen. 4 on the shot clock. Look at Schiphol. Lost to Wilson. Somehow gets it back. Blocked by Plouffe. Brown. A little bit of freedom. A foul on Driessen. That is on the floor. Smart foul. As the Dutch use the fouls as a resource. And we've gotten to our first TV timeout. What a final out here in Amsterdam. In a year where FIBA announced a year-long campaign championing women's empowerment, focusing on storytelling and on the heroes in this game at 3x3. And heroes we have. You can see the crowd cheering for one of them. There's one in the crowd. Somebody you might know. He's incognito. Grand Allen. She was so good in the semis. Turns, can't hit. Nortje. Actually, Lucky Schiphol squeezed that one, and a jump ball situation. Who was in possession of the rock? They're saying the Dutch were. And Canada will get a fresh 12-second shot clock. Grand Allen. The Crows on. No space for a shot. It's down to Brown. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Brown on the move. A flip shot off the rim. Crows on with a big rebound. And a foul called on the Dutch on that shot attempt. That will be a free throw coming up for the zone. Look at Crows on using that athletic ability and then just too much contact. Shots off the mark, but a free throw coming up. Could be Canada's second point only after 3.5 minutes of play. And that is the second point. Driessen hangs but can't hit. It's back with the Dutch though. Kuit. 4 on the shot clock. Kuit on the drive, scoops it up and in. 6-2. Cat Plouffe in a mismatch down there. That's, well, I was going to say that's light work, but it's not. Throw zone, fouled again, and we'll be back at the free throw stripe. So the Dutch expending a lot of fouls here early. 5 on the Orange Lions, and it looks like a warning was extended. Page Crow zone secures a free throw. again. A 6-3 game now. Driessen, a lot of physical contact, no call on the play. It's out of bounds, 0.3 seconds rest. The Dutch. Got Plouffe, got in the way of that take. Got stifled on that attempt. It is a shot clock violation. And even though it's a low-scoring game, this one's seen more action in your weekend group chat so far. Blocks, boards, and fouls. As two defensive powerhouses get it going. Boonstra tips that into her own basket. Go looking for her on the block for a mismatch, and that's the Canadian foul. So, foul situation. 5 to the Netherlands, 4 to Canada. The Netherlands still hold a 2-point lead, but have been stifled on their last few. Guys, lob pass into Lucas Schiphol. That pick and roll game worked to perfection. We approach the halfway mark in this one. Brown, nothing there. 3 on the shot clock. A scoop shot's up and in. Driessen has been quiet so far in this one, but she lines up a 2. It's off left and out of bounds. Look at the pick and roll game for the Netherlands, though. It's surgical. Grant Allen can't bully her way to a bucket. Pro zone with another rebound. And if there's an advantage for Canada, it's in the fact that they are the best rebounding team in the field. The Dutch, not so much. Now a foul on Canada again. Fouls tied at 5. Driessen. They go to Kuit again. They get her a wide open look. Off the mark, snatches her own board. It's up and in. Ilse Kuit's having a good game in this final. Brown. The Crows on. Grant Allen. Spun again, and that spin is lethal. Boonstra had her hands up. Called for a foul. Grant Allen, even though she struggled from the free throw stripe, she's picked it up in the last few games here on her makes. Oh, that pass snuffed out. Driessen hangs, can't hit, but a foul on the play. Canada now also at 6 fouls, and that means both teams are close to the bonus. Next defensive foul will be 2 free throws for either team. At 4 minutes to go in a low-scoring affair. But it's a nail-biter. Driessen. Another 2-point lead for the Dutch. Plouffe. Grant Allen's open. Guarded well, but Cat is open. Wide open, but can't knock it down. We've seen a couple of those misses now. Canada have figured out the Dutch pick and roll. Grant Allen. And a bit of a miscue on the pass there. Driessen will take a seat. We've gotten to our second TV timeout with a slim lead for the Netherlands. Both teams just aces on defense. It's been a defensive clinic. Deflections, blocks. So both teams locked in here for the last 3:46. The crowd on their feet as well, behind the Dutch, of course. Seven seconds on the shot clock for Canada. It's Brown taking to Wilson here. We're waiting on the scores table. Blue, pro zone, no space, opts for it, drives, hangs, and a foul call on the play, but an offensive foul called. Boonstra in place for that. Look at Janice Boonstra in place to catch Crozon. That's an offensive foul, so no free throws, but Canada's in the bonus at 7. Driessen. Boonstra back to Driessen. Driessen looking to create some space. That pass again taken away by Canada. Pro zone now to the basket. Lays it up and in. Big hook shot, and then Cat almost breaks up the play. 4 seconds on the shot clock for Driessen. Driessen now on the drive. Nothing there. Kuit has to pull one out of a hat there, and it's off the mark. No go. That score will not count. That is called off, and the crowd is not loving that. It looked like the ball might have still been in their hands at the end of the shot clock there, but who knows? What a nail biter. Both teams have been superb on offense all tournament long and can't get anything going in the finals against their respective defenses. Guys, another lob pass off the mark. The pick and roll game for the Dutch is figured out by Canada. They keep going to it though. Cat. Oh, a push-off is not called. Looked like an offensive foul, but nothing there. It's Canada back to it. Ran Allen. Oh, spun her like a laundry cycle, and it's tied at 9. Kuit going baseline. Underneath, no. This is usually the moment where Canada takes control of the game, but the Netherlands have kind of that same DNA. Crozon gets Canada a lead, though. Driessen. It's been a quiet game from your world #1, but she will be shooting some free throws now. That midi pull-up fouled. As we are just over 120 seconds left in the final here. A $14,000 bag at the end of the line for the winner. And, of course, bragging rights for the win at the first ever women's series here in the Dam. Who can unlock their offense in the last 2 minutes? Free throws, of course, helping out Canada at 8 fouls now. Driessen. Short on the first. Driessen gets one down. We are tied at 10. Brown can't hold on to the basketball. And while it looked like Canada grabbed the momentum just now, it's the Netherlands that seem to be taking it back here. Boonstra held up. Another foul on O Canada. That's number 9, so they are close to the double bonus here. Something you rarely see an experienced Canadian team get to. But they do it now. And it's left the Dutch with 2 easy looks at scores in a game where points are hard to come by. Janice Diba Boonstra knocks down both. Crozon on the other end gets an answer with a layup. Kuit. Boonstra back to Kuit. They go back and forth. And a foul again. So Canada now in the double bonus. Evelien Lutje-Schipholt caught that ball. Look at the pass and Lutje-Schipholt there, yeah. Definitely body contact from Brown. So Lutje-Schipholt very calm on that first. What a way to start your 3x3 pro career for Evelien Lutje-Schipholt, who won the Chengdu stop over 2 weeks ago and now is up 3 points against Canada in her own backyard. Boonstra. No space, so opts for a drive on her own. Jumps, can't hit. Good defensive possession for Canada. And an offensive foul now, as Canada's physicality is coming off the tracks here. 11 fouls on the Canadian ladies. 1:28 left to go, and the Dutch with their biggest lead in the game so far. A chance to add to it. Your world number 1, Noortje Driessen. Ilse Kuit, 4 seconds to go. Scoops up and in. What a take. Ilse Kuit coming alive in the finals here. Grant Allen forces one up. It's out of bounds. Possession will remain with Canada, but time is ticking. We got 66 seconds left to go in a 2-possession game. Canada needed a score, and they need it badly. High post action now for Canada. They get it to Brown. Brown, no look, steps back. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Kat Plouffe spinning. Oh, she's lost to Wilson. Crozon scoops in, no go. And eventually, bodies on the floor. The ball is with Canada. Brown, and that shot clock ran out. So a good defensive stand for the Dutch, even though Canada got a bunch of offensive rebounds. Referees, though, will take a look at this one at the scorer's table. Look at Worthy. Locked in. He's creeping closer. You can sit right here. There's a chair. There's a chair here, Worthy. You can sit right next to me. The man is all passion for the Orange Lions. Supporting the program and supporting the wifey. 43 seconds left in this one. What will the referees decide here? That is a shot clock violation. Possession will go to the Netherlands, who have a huge opportunity here to win in front of their home crowd. Here go the Dutch. Driessen hasn't done much in the finals. Crosses left to right, opts for a drive, hangs, and is fouled. Another foul on Canada. Number 12. And Noortje Driessen back to the free throw stripe she goes. Some bandages being applied to Lutje-Schipholt. And Driessen puts the game at a 5-point advantage. Netherlands with 33 seconds. It looks like this one might be over and done with, especially after Driessen calmly knocks down the second. So the Dutch on their way to a repeat of Chengdu just 2 weeks ago. They get it to Kout. Kout drives to the rack, hangs, and scoops it in. 18-11 in a dominant Dutch display here, all in a block. Everything working for the Orange Lions. They can run out the clock here and get a shot. Canada knows they're up for defeat. Another foul for Canada. Boonstra hit. Oh, some words between these teams. No love lost between the players. But it's the Netherlands taking advantage of the foul situation. 13 fouls on Canada, who cannot stop hacking. And Boonstra icing the game. 19-11. There is no comeback left with that deficit in 8 seconds. That's point number 20. And the Dutch all smiles as they start this 2025 campaign with 2 dubs and take down a heavy favorite in Canada. They get possession here, Driessen. But they can just run out the clock, and they get to 21. Boonstra. Well, that would have been a cherry on the cake with 0.4 seconds left. This is all she wrote. What a display by the Dutch. And that is it. The Dutch ladies take the win in the Dam in front of their home crowd and make it 2-0 on this 2025 season. The crowd is on their feet. And this is what the Dutch doctors ordered for everybody in attendance, as well as these ladies who have worked tirelessly at their craft and are now the #1 team in the world after that defeat. A 20-11 takedown of Canada that had been so good. So good in the tournament, but usually turn games after 5 minutes, couldn't get a grip on the Dutch, had to extend themselves physically, and the fouls were too much. The Dutch ladies celebrate with the crowd, celebrate with their staff, celebrate with the 3x3 Unites leaders. And a well-deserved victory for the Orange Lions in their own backyard. What a